It's great to be back. I was just telling Adam how much I love DC. Oh, so we have a couple of people from DC. This is one of the few conventions where we actually have a hotel that's really close to a lot of things that's not the airport. And it's great just to be able to walk out of the hotel, eat at a restaurant that's not the hotel bar. So it's been wonderful. And this is also a really packed Friday. Thank you all for coming out. It's been so long since I've done one of these. I'm getting to be a little bit rusty. It feels nice. Thanks for having me. Okay, we answer questions at these things. So let's start here. Hi. Oh, Matthew. Hi.
My name is Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
What is your most favorite or most elaborate cosplay?
My favorite and most elaborate cosplay, well, maybe not my favorite, but the most elaborate cosplay is being put together right now in Georgia, I think, and it's for Vancouver next month. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be ready in time. I'm really excited about it. I've been planning this one for over a year, and it is so crazy that sometimes that I've had a couple of conversations with people about this, and they just shake their heads because I probably need to rethink my priorities. But it's great. It's huge. Thinking about shipping, thinking about whether or not the stage at Vancouver at the convention center is big enough for me to move it. It's really ambitious. I don't know if it's going to be able to come together in time. I hope so. I have this really incredible person working on it. I won't tell you his name just yet, but he was on Face Off. I got really excited when I found him. So yeah, that's the most ambitious one. And my favorite one. There's so many favorites, you know, I have different favorites for different reasons. This year, I think The Little Mermaid Ariel was, and honestly, it was the entrance. You know, we did a band practice with Loud and Swain, and I'm like, hey guys, do you know any like Little Mermaid songs? And right away they busted out Under the Sea, and it was amazing. And then we had like my handler at the time, Charlie, he pushed me out with this cart, and it was just this perfect moment. And I mean, I did it for Gil, because he was on Once Upon a Time, and I had the Prince Eric costume in my butt, and I pulled it out for him. It was just a perfect moment. I mean, that Journey cosplay last year at San Diego Comic-Con was great. And it's with those moments, and it was like a big reveal during the Supernatural panel. So definitely hard to pick a favorite, but the one in Vancouver next month will be
Iron Trap.
Now, there's a lot of favorites, which is why it's hard. But yeah, again, next month it'll be one that I'm really excited to show everyone.
Yeah, your Little Mermaid cosplay is my lock screen, so.
That was also the first costume that people outside of my realm of supernatural people like started showing me, like, hey, what is this? Like my brother saw it, and they never see any of this stuff. Like, hey, this came across my Facebook, or I saw this on 9gag, and all these people who have no idea of Supernatural, and that I go to these conventions, and that I cosplay, started sending me messages, like, concerned, like, is this really good Photoshop work? We can't tell. Because I did a photo shoot with it. I mean, if you're gonna do something, you commit to it. So, I mean, that was an experience. Probably Little Mermaid this year. Thank you for your question. And yes, next month. Next month. I'm so excited.
Hi. Hey, Osric. You need to come back to the show, first of all, somehow. But my question is, what was your favorite scene to shoot with guys, whether it be funny or hard or sad, or just what was your favorite moment of the filming?
I mean, it's gonna. Usually you have like a couple, but for me, I think it's always gonna be that first scene that I shot. It's when Kevin runs away from Sam. Always that scene.
Lost cause.
And there's so many things. One, I'm a very physical actor. You know, I come from a martial arts background. I love doing stunts, and I was running, and we had this this rig attached to my belt, and so when Meg clotheslines me, you know, it just pops him back onto Matt. I mean, just that violent throw onto the flat floor. I love that. The fact that Jared thought that he would outrun me was also because I'm a very competitive person, and I'm like, yeah. I used to be a sprinter. That felt great. And Jared also was, his wife was in labor, like, as soon as we finished that scene. And so he got the call, and he was gonna be a dad the next time I saw him. And so that day was also very special, because everyone kind of knew, and, you know, he was getting all these congratulations, and you know, she was there waiting, and yeah, it was, everything about that day was just a little bit surreal, thinking back on it.
Well, you certainly, we're glad you made it onto the show, and you love Kevin, so.
Thank you so much. Thank you.